Well, hello and welcome back to the Town Manifesting Tarot. This is the tarot reading that is for serious-minded people in these extremely serious-minded times. This is not the sunshine and lollipops kind of forecast, not rainbows and daffodils or roses, whatever. We don't do that. We are at a critical point in human history. How critical, I don't think we'd ever really know because of the history that we're using is really about 7,000 years old. It goes back about 7,000 years. Before that, we had something called the Younger Dryas, Ice Age. We had all kinds of things that for a period of 2,000 to 4,000 years really wiped out humanity. We see the remnants of those civilizations today, and they are phenomenal. In many cases, exceeding our expectations, but more importantly, having technology that apparently is better than what we have today. But we have no information about that, can't put the parts and pieces together. So within recorded history, last 7,000 years, this is the most critical time we're facing. We could again wipe out humanity. This time, it's more than likely caused by us. Before the Younger Dryas, it was probably caused by some natural thing. Although, again, we don't have the history, so we can't really say for sure. But at this point, we know that within the last 7,000 years, at no point have we had the ability to, like a light switch, turn off life on the planet, at least human life. We do that now. Added to that, we have the capacity to completely control every human being on the planet. We're plugged into a system. We thought the system was here to serve us. We're finding out just the opposite. We're here to serve it, and our time has run out. People like Bill Gates and many others since 2005, 2008 have been telling us population has to seriously be cut. We got about 8 billion people on the planet. They want that down to under 500 million. In other words, out of 10 people in a room, put 10 people in a room, 9 of them have to go away. This by 2050. We've never had that capacity ever. So this is a tarot reading, not predicting, because tarot is not a good predictor. Astrology is a good predictor. I've done astrology for over 50 years. Astrology is the science of cycles, and cycles within cycles within cycles, which means it's sometimes kind of difficult to really get specific, but it still is extremely important, and it helps us understand the individual. I've done charts over 50 years, and boy, can you spot characteristic flaws and strengths in a human being just through their chart, just through where the planets are. How does it work? I don't know. Frequency, energy, but that's about all I know. There is a science, however, to astrology, not just within the astrological world, but also outside. An audio engineer from a company called RCA Victor, which I don't think exists anymore. In 1948, he was tasked with keeping worldwide communications among the U.S. military, because in 1948 we realized we better cover the whole planet for protection. We found out it was for corporate protection, not for individual protection, but that's a different story. And so he was out to figure out how to keep communications open. Look for sunspots, look for EMFs, electromagnetic waves, or asteroids, whatever. He used astrology. He was an engineer. He didn't intend to do that, but in a short period of time, he says, why not the hell try this? And he started with Jupiter, Saturn. He was 95% accurate 45 years later. 95% accurate. So there is a science to astrology. Don't let anybody tell you different. Tarot is the science of potential. We're talking frequency. Just like in astrological readings, tarot readings don't apply to everybody. I can have 100 people in a room with me. I'm telling them this information, and out of the 100, realistically, 10 will probably resonate. And that's not a failure. Everybody's different. You come from a family, if you have siblings, brothers, sisters, Your brothers and sisters are all different. Why the hell are they different? They came from the same parents. They came from the same house. They grew up in the same environment. Why the hell are they different? Because everybody's different. And so that being the case, you do a good reading, a great reading. 10 out of 100 people will resonate. Maybe you'll get 15. Maybe if it's like a real lucky event, maybe 20, but that's it. Same thing, by the way, with astrological readings. So if you don't get the vibe today from the reading, don't worry about it. We got tomorrow, next week, next month. Don't worry. It'll catch up with you. You'll be in match. But for those who are in match today, if you get the vibe, you feel the vibe, go for it. If you don't be discouraged. Because you pick up something else, something useful to you in this reading. I'm here to inspire you. I know the people around me keep harping on me all the time. It's a pain in the ass, but, like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, share. Like, subscribe, share. Okay? Good. Make them happy. Get them off my back. My job, though, is to inspire you, to get you to manifest, to create pictures in your own mind. Not AI, not on some damn screen, not in some phone, nothing. Out of your own mind. That's power. That doesn't mean that you're going to get everything that you want, because very often we slip outside of our genetic frequency. You're born into this world, I believe, with some sort of a frequency. That's why you're different from your brothers and your sisters. And you have a destiny. That destiny does not necessarily mean that you're going to be rich, that you're going to be handsome, that you're going to be beautiful, that you're going to live in a big home, that you're going to fancy car. It doesn't mean that. It means that you could be a shepherd somewhere and have a very quiet, private life, and yet still realize your goals as a human being on this planet. You make that connection, you golden. You golden, because money cannot buy that. You see billionaires chasing to try to feel connected, and no matter how much money they make, no matter how much money they spend, it never connects. So they keep trying. And if that fails, then they're going to try to control you. I want you to manifest so you can control yourself, your destiny. 5 cards. That's it. 5. Simple, clean read. You'll know at the end of the reading in another 5 minutes or so exactly what the energy is, and you'll know whether it applies or doesn't. Middle card is the Oracle card. It always sets the value for the reading. Today up in the left-hand corner, it's 32. 3, when I'm doing the tarot for manifesting, has nothing to do with a third party. It has to do with you lining up your mind, your body, your spirit. The energy from your mind, your body, your spirit. Line up those energies. Fine-tune them. That's the human trinity, your mind, body, spirit. Line up those energies. The 2 is making a decision. The 3 and 2 together make 5. You are on the verge of changing yourself. Powerful change. Rethink, refeel. Rehumanize yourself. That's what you're on the verge of. Now, you can do nothing and just let life come to you, and you're opening yourself up for some serious hurt. Over the next, 2 to 5 years, 6 years, till 2030, we're going to be going through this tremendous change. And depending on how you handle your energy, you will either help to contribute to killing mankind or helping mankind. Death or rebirth, but on an individual basis. And you're being given that opportunity here and now. Okay? Here and now. This is not something to put off for another day. Well, I'll get to it. No. If you're resonating, you do it now. That's the meme for today. You are either aware of your conditioning or conditioned working. In other words, either you're aware that you're conditioned or that you're already conditioned and it doesn't make any difference. You're not supposed to know that you're conditioned if your conditioning is working. Most people don't know that they've been conditioned. Most people in the United States don't know we are the most propagandized country in the world. We have been lied to about everything for decades. It's all a big lie. We're beginning to see now. We're beginning to pull back the curtain and take a look at the wizard. What we see we don't like. A lot of people can't handle it, so they run away. I'm talking to people who can handle it, want to look it in the face, and live in the here and now. Snap out of this programming crap. Start thinking and feeling, being your true spiritual self. Card on the left is the Five of Wands. Wands are positivity, excitement, enthusiasm, but they're energy. And the Five of Wands is bullshit conflict. Doesn't amount to anything. Doesn't accomplish anything. Isn't going to solve anything. It just makes everything worse. And that's the kind of soup we're living in this world. Just bickering. Of course, our puppet masters, the people in control, that less than 0.5% billionaires, they want us to argue among ourselves, because what that does is keeps our attention on this crap. It doesn't matter. So that they can do whatever they want to do with us. You will have nothing and be happy. That's their game. They said so. So the Five of Wands said the people who are conditioned and don't know it, they're just bickering, making noise. They're flatulence. Mental flatulence. That's all it is. Next card over, though, is the King of Pentacles. And Pentacles are things that we value. And I'm not talking about cars or houses or jobs or whatever. I'm talking about friendship, love, gratitude, joy, peace. How valuable would peace be in your life right now? Got one more. How about time? Because I don't care who you are. You could be the richest person in the world times 1,000. And you can't buy 1 second more of time. When your time is up, it's up, that's it, it's over. And you can't go back in time. And I rue the day if we were ever able to do that. We had technology, we go back and forward in time. We would be so screwed up as a species, I can't even begin to think about it. Well, the King of Pentacles says, get your values straight. You want to cut the bickering, you want to uncondition yourself, deprogram yourself. You got to have a good set of values. That means the King of Pentacles. That's what you got to pay attention to. Okay? You take responsibility for your life, nobody else. Right next to it, Queen of Pentacles. So you have the King and Queen of Pentacles. What that's doing is just emphasizing the importance of you establishing your own set of values. Something that's not stupid, something that's not myopic or selfish or narcissistic, but something that helps you grow spiritually as a human being, so that you can take that energy, that light, and spread it through the world. And the final card is the Page of Pentacles. Pages always change directions. It's like you're in a detective story. You think the butler did it, and you find out that it wasn't the butler, that it was the maid who did it. Surprise. Woo! That's what pages do. And the Page of Pentacles says, guess what? You're on the verge, if you make the effort, you're on the verge of finding a new set of values. Set of values that empowers you, not the puppet masters who want to give you nothing and make you happy with it. You want to stay conditioned, you want to stay programmed, or do you want to step out? It's a little scary if you step out, but it's the only freedom you're ever going to have. Your choice. Be in the here and now. Snap out of the programming conditioning. That's your only chance. That's the reading for today. Back again tomorrow with another Manifested Tarot reading. Between now and the next time we get together, peace and blessings.